for $97. Don't talk to me. Go to Sephora right now. What's up, everybody? It's 2025 and this is the first video of the year with your girl Imani. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are not, what's up, besties? I went shopping at Sephora and I want to show you guys what dollars got me at Sephora. So I've already primed my face, and as you can see, it's nice and clean, did my brows and stuff. This is the Sephora brow pencil. This is in the shade Granite. I like to use like brow pencils that are similar to a micro brow pencil because the hairs on my eyebrows are very, very thin, and I like to mimic that. And sometimes with like bigger product ends on certain eyebrow pencils, it makes my brows look really thick and dark, and I like to keep to my natural shape whenever I'm doing my brows. So now I'm gonna go over the top with this. So far, honestly, I really like how it's not oily, and obviously me, whenever I go in with my brows, I don't like to use a black. That's way too dark for me. I like to go in with like an extremely dark brown, or in this case a granite, and I'm just gonna use hair-like motions and flick upwards and fill in the sparse areas, which is normally at the tail end of my brows. Now I'm gonna go in with that spoolie end, and I like to start towards the end and brush upwards. By the way, I did lay my brow hairs down with a brow gel, and I like to do that just because I like for my brows to really stand out and look really fluffy. I really like that feathered look like that. I think it's really, really pretty. I know some girls like to still do their brows dark and heavy-handed, which is okay because I feel like those work for full face glams, but for me, everyday wear, I like to do fluffy brows. All right, moving on to concealers. I got the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer, and so far I've actually heard really, really good reviews. So let's test these out. So I've actually heard really, really good reviews on this concealer. This is in the shade 34N, well, 34.5N. So let's see, I kind of eyeballed this, and oh yeah, I'm gonna love this. I eyeballed it in a store because it was a few shades that looked like they would be mine, but me personally, I like a nice golden under eye because I just feel like it just works for me. I'm gonna go heavy-handed too because like I said, I have a photo shoot and I really want this glam to show up on the photos. Like I want this to scream, oh, glam squad. And while I have this under my eyes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and carve up my brows, which I normally do first, but I didn't do it in this setting. This one is in the shade 22.5N, and I know this one is gonna be bright. Yep, exactly as bright as I wanted it to be too, because like I said, we're going for a bright under eye. Okay, so now to carve out my brows, I'm gonna take a flathead brush, and I'm actually going to go in with 34.5N, and I'm gonna take that under my brow and clean her up. But while that's sitting and drying down a bit, I'm gonna cover up my brows. I'm not really gonna talk during this part because I want to get through this because this part actually takes me the longest. I'm gonna use my Morphe Luminous Setting Spray to set my concealer before I actually blend her out. So I am gonna go in on my top lip, but just not yet. I really wanted to make sure I worked in the product under my brows and under my eyes first before I moved on to that, because that's like really easy. But I am going to blend out under my brow. Ooh, so okay, what I like about this is that it does dry down fast, and so far it doesn't give off oily either. Ooh, this might be my new favorite product. It's definitely giving oily skin like friendly. So if like you're an oily girl, if you're an oily girl like me, you would love this product. I'm gonna take a setting powder brush and I'm going to buff out the edges like so, and we're going to work our way in. Yeah, I really like this. It dries down, but it's not hard to blend out after it dries down, as you can see. Like this is super duper pretty. Oh yeah, I got a new favorite concealer. So I've been hearing good reviews, so I'ma stamp that too. I stamped this. This is some really, really good concealer. Sephora. I like this. This is smooth. All right, let's blend out this bright under eye now, and I'm gonna try to keep her as like on the inner corner as possible. I'm actually gonna bring it up onto my lid too because I am doing an eyeshadow look. Nothing too crazy, just something simple, but I'm gonna take in that brighter concealer up under my eye for sure and localize it to this one spot. Oh yeah, I like the way that looks. This is definitely gonna give full glam. Just watch, this is going to eat down. All right, let's finish this side now. I love using the setting powder brush too. For whatever reason, I just feel like it gives like an airbrush finish, and it's just it just does me so well. I swear, I'm in love with this. Under eye, it's so pretty. Like, I don't feel like granted, creasing is normal, but this doesn't feel like it's like creating more creases. I feel like this was the perfect amount of product I put on. This is a really, really cute full coverage look. All right, let's add it elsewhere, which will be my top lip and my chin. And then we can move on to bronzing. Oh yeah, I like this. This is super pretty. So the only thing was I didn't get a liquid bronzer from Sephora. I got a powder one. So I'm actually gonna use my own. So this next step, I'm just going to let you guys watch me because this is not a Sephora based product and we're here to highlight the Sephora collection products. So I'm about to bronze up my face. So I messed up and actually already put some bronzer on when I had the Sephora bronzer right here, but that's okay because they're two different colors, honestly, and I still want to see what it looks like. So I'm still going to go ahead and put this one. Ooh, she has a lot of pickup and build up. So this one is in the shade Toffee. And ooh, already I like the warmth that it gives off. It's not too far off from the bronzer that I just used, but she gives off like this beautiful, oh yeah, bronzy glow. Obviously it's a bronzer, but like the bronzeness of it, that's really pretty. Oh yeah, I like this a lot. And the soft finish too. She doesn't feel cakey or oily. Like she literally just dusts on like easy. Like that's, talk about a summer glow. If you need a summer glow, this right here is perfect. This is super pretty. I looked up this shade. Like I said, this is Toffee. This is super duper pretty. I'm gonna dust some under my chin too, just because. All right, so when you're doing a neutral look, I heard that using your bronzer as a eyeshadow is actually the perfect shade for you. So that same Sephora bronzer, I'm going to pack it in on my lid like so. And I'm gonna keep doing this until I get the intensity that I want, and then I'm gonna disperse her out. But that's really pretty too. Like I said, I have a photo shoot. Stay tuned with your girl so you can see how they came out because I will be taking them myself. Okay, so now that we have our eyes done, I'm actually gonna move on to my lips before I do my lashes. So I got two products. This one is in the shade Sweet Hazel and this one is in the shade 1. The tape came off of it, so I can't actually tell you what the exact shade is, but because it says shade 1, so I'm gonna use this one because it is a liquid lipstick, but it's matte, and then this one's more cream based, so I wanted to line my lips with this instead of using a pencil. All right, let me line my lips with it and see. Like I want to use a matte based product because I want it to last long. That's why I got it. It looked darker in the store. Maybe it was just the lighting, because right now it's giving off it's my actual like lip shade. So though it's a pretty color, it's not what I want to line my lips with. I'm gonna finish that, but I am gonna take a dark brown lip liner and line my lips. And now I'm gonna take this shade. I thought this this pink shade was super cute for like a natural like lippy. So let's see what she looks like. She's very pigmented and very natural. I actually do like that a lot. So I'm just gonna kind of place this over my liner because I want it to give off the effect that I just have really full lips. Super pretty. So I am gonna go in with two different glosses. So I think I'm gonna go in with like a brown gloss around, but like a clear gloss on the inside. So the last thing I got on that list was lashes. So let's go ahead and put these on. And this is the final look, guys. Honestly, if I had to rate everything from the brow pencil, that brown pencil is definitely my favorite now. That one, I will give it a 9.5 out of 10. As far as the bronzer, I wish I did not forget to put that on first, but even over the original bronzer that I had on, it still shined through. So I give that one about like an 8. And then for my lippy, so the one that was darker, I thought it was going to be a lot darker than my actual skin tone. Maybe in the Sephora light it was showing off differently, but it's a cute color. But I would give it maybe about like a 5 or a 6, like just for a regular nude lip combo. But to line my lips with, I wouldn't use that color. But as far as the formula wise, I give the formula a 9 because I would definitely use another product that's darker, more like a darker brown, to definitely line my lips with. And then for the lipstick, I love that it just screams natural lip and it gives off that full pout that I love. I love a natural looking lip. For my lashes, I am a lash girly, so these lashes are 10 out of 10 for me. I love the style of everything about them. The concealers are a 10 out of 10 for me too. Like honestly, everything that I got from Sephora for, honestly, it was like 97 bucks. I feel like that's a lot, especially with knowing how much makeup can cost. I feel like for $100, that's a good amount of stuff for like, if you're trying to do a quick onesie twosie on the face, like so, that'll do it for you. So I definitely recommend getting these products from Sephora if you are an oily skin girl like me and want to stay matte all day but don't look dry. And if you have any more questions about this, be sure to drop them in the comments. Let me know and I can answer any question you have. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Do not leave off just yet. Do not, because there's plenty of videos on here. And I want you guys to stay tuned for all that I have for 2025. And be sure to follow me on Instagram at Miss Imani E. That way you can see and like those photos as well. So don't go nowhere. Just go to the next video. Bye. Cute.